afternoon. My name is Amani Maranga. I'm a podcaster and a communicator, and I'm having conversations about this 100 million shillings for artists. And we did an interview earlier with the Director General of the National Museums of Kenya, who said that his department is going to be looking at visual artists. Today, I am fortunate to have one of those visual artists. His name is Mr. Gerard Motondi. He comes from the home of the Kisii Soapstone Artworks from Kisii County, and he is a visual artist that has actually benefited from working with the National Museums of Kenya. I will allow him to introduce himself. I understand you have a head of state commendation, my friend.
Very true. My name is Motondi Gerard.
Yes.
And I grew up in the traditional stone carving community.
Yes.
An area that produces the unique stone that is found only in that area all over the world. Mm-hmm. And I went to school there, and I did my art after college. I'm a trained teacher, and I've taught at all levels. And also I'm a practicing artist. So I've represented Kenya in different forums, up to also including winning an Olympic gold medal for sculpture in 2008 Beijing Olympics.
So you are an Olympics gold medal winner.
Exactly.
Wow.
And through
Let
arts,
me treat you with a bit more respect.
Thank you so much. So
Through
arts, actually, it is a motivation I got from the community, and it has made me to move to heights because of that representation. I'm grateful that the government of Kenya, the former president Mwai Kibaki, awarded me the head of state commendation by marketing art and also mentoring the youth to identify that art is a very important avenue.
So it is true that using art you can make your mark in the world.
Exactly, exactly. It is very important that art can make you to go to places that not other things can take you. Because when people think that when you are an engineer, when you are a pilot, is when you can move places, I want also to affirm that art can take you to places.
A Kisii Soapstone artist.
Yes.
Has won an Olympic gold medal.
Thank
as
you.
a head of state commendation, and that you are earning a living out of your art.
Exactly.
Wow.
And what I've done actually is to bring mechanization, because Kisii traditional soapstone carving is done using rudimental tools.
Yes.
Mapanga kukatakata.
Yes.
But basically, now we are looking at a situation where we have granites in all counties. When you look at the counties, there are major resources that are there. There's stone. And this stone is actually just made to make kokoto and gravel the roads and all that. But basically, we can turn that works into works of art. And by so doing, the youth keeps going to Nairobi, to Mombasa, in search of jobs. But through art, you can also earn a living. Because if, like now, we can have these raw materials, get the tools, and mechanize production of those stones to become monumental arts.
Tell me, where has your art been showcased?
Internationally, I would like to say that in Kenya, it has been showcased at the National Museums of Kenya.
Okay.
The National Museums of Kenya commissioned me in 2013 when we were having Kenya at 50. I did a monument called the Mashujaa in honor of Kenyan heroes.
Oh, wow.
That is at Uhuru Gardens,
next
to the big monument for independence. So I also have at the Mashujaa corner 2 big monumental stones.
So the monuments that are in Uhuru Gardens,
exactly,
2 of them are yours.
Exactly, that's what I did. I was commissioned by National Museums of Kenya
to do.
Yes.
Okay, and internationally, where have you been able to showcase your
I have in all continents except Australia.
Wow.
I have monuments, 2 monuments in America.
Wow.
That's New Hampshire. We have a monument there. Recently, last year, I did another one at Boston City. Then later on, I've also done monuments in India, in Baroda. In Israel, there is a monument.
Wow.
In Germany, there is one. In South Korea, there are 2 monuments. In Russia, after Moscow, you go down, there is also another monument that I did. Then I've also done a monument in Turkey. Mersin City. When you go there, you will see the monument. You can also go to Burj Khalifa in Dubai. I was commissioned to do another monument there.
Wow.
Good.
Wow. if there was ever a testimonial of the importance of visual arts, I think this right here is one of the most impressive testimonials I have had. So you have a little portfolio here that shows your works. Where can I get this? Where can I get this portfolio?
It's in production. Okay. You can get from me.
Okay.
I have not taken to the market.
Okay.
But I'm still trying to produce because there are recent works that have not been included. I keep improving it every year. So the recent works, those in America, those in China. This year was in China.
Okay.
Now carving snow. You know, it was an experience to see how snow can also look if made into a monument.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
Bwana Gerald Motondi, I'm so grateful for your time. I just have a few more questions for you.
Thank you.
You've said that you've worked with the National Museums of Kenya as a visual artist. They've commissioned you to do some work. What would you tell young people out there that are skeptical about this opportunity that we now have, where the Museum of Kenya is asking other artists to come in and do visual arts, do murals? What would you tell those young people? You can talk to them in that camera.
This is the best opportunity that the government has provided for the youth, has provided for the Kenyan artists, because before, you know, the government was like not thinking much about the artists. But through this 100 million stimulus, I believe this is the opportunity where the arts can now come out. When the DG was talking about murals, you know, murals can be done by painting, murals can be done by ceramics, murals can be done by sculpture, murals can be done by graffiti. So all those artists who are involved in those techniques can come forward and creatively create a message, because this message is related to the COVID-19 pandemic. And this pandemic, the artist is there to communicate the people, to educate the people. The artist is there also to record history. We should also think about what is it post-corona. Do we have information? And this is where the artist comes in very handy. The artist, the youth, the young artist will come and create history and say, now, when it was 2020, I did this art to commemorate or to inform the people of what is supposed to be done. So for the youth, it's an opportunity that through art, whatever little you can get for your tools, for your paint, for your colors, for your metals, you can use that to produce art for the future generation.
Thank you very much, Bwana Motondi. My last question to you, if I wanted to get your art, if I wanted to reach out to you, how can I do that?
I'm there in Facebook, Gerard Motondi as Facebook.
Okay.
I'm there also found, you can get me through my contact.
Okay, which is just maybe an email address.
An email address, gmotondi@gmail.com.
Okay.
I can be found there. And also in many other forums.
I can see you have a website here, motondiarts.com.
Motondiarts.com.
Okay.
Yes, I can be found.
All right. Thank you so much for your time. I'm very impressed by you. I think your story needs to be told a lot more. And, you know, I really wished we had this conversation when the Director General was here. But I'm glad you've gotten your day in the sun. Yeah. And, you know, we hope that you will also mentor young artists, young visual artists, so that we can get more Olympic medals, not from the traditional marathon that we are used to in the running, but you've now shown us there's another way.
That has been my desire.
To get a medal. Thank you so much, and God bless you.
Most welcome. Thank you so much.
Asante.
Great. Thank you. Thank you very much.